Let's go! Greetings, travelers. You have stumbled upon the Flatland BMX learning and training stream, where we learn more of the mysteries and, I guess, trials of patience to overcome trying to learn some of these flatland tricks. What's a little weird about flatland that people really didn't, I don't even think any of the how-tos really even say this, but for some odd reason, flatland tricks, I don't know why they take so long, but for some reason they take way longer to learn. And in some cases, because they take a little bit longer to learn, there's a sense of a greater reward once you get to that, once you get over the hill of trying to learn it, right? And then there's also the good reward of, like, you can find new combos into the other things, and it's just fun. I don't know, I find it fun. I find the challenge fun. So yeah, we're gonna get into riding. First, we're gonna try and plant some seeds. Let's try to sow at least a subtle seed of faith. So we're gonna do a Bible study devotional to try and be inspired by Matthew 5:16, right, about letting our light shine before people, right, and trying to ultimately glorify God in any degree. Let me get this water bottle, this ice water bottle, and I am going to get this coffee real quick, and we will begin. I don't know what we're going to get into, but we're going to start. Okay, let's see here. What are we going to study today? I have no idea. We're just gonna, maybe we should do that. Maybe should we just roll the dice again? I guess that's kind of fun, right? I don't really have any particular things. I mean, I know if I open this up, I'm probably gonna look at something that's like underlined, which is cool, right? But I think today we're just gonna have some fun, right? And just potentially cast the lot to find a verse, right? Now I don't know if these are lots. They could not be, so all this could be for nil. But as we did the Bible study, there was some believers that would roll the lot to find the verse, and I thought that was very interesting. And I think just rolling the lots kind of mixes it up, you know, kind of keeps it a little fresher, right? Kind of keeps the suspense of the mystery of not knowing what you're going to uncover. And I think there's some verses saying we need to, I guess it's not it's like, I think it's a parable, right? Something about there's like hidden treasure in the field, and we go out there and we try and find the hidden treasure, right? And something, I think that even might be like the kingdom of heaven or something like that. There's also something about the hidden treasure, I think in Isaiah, something about the Lord putting hidden treasures in like dark places or something like that. Okay, so let's see here. What am I doing? Okay, so we're getting inspired by Proverbs 16:33. Let's see if I can remember it without looking at it. It's, the lot is cast into the lap, but its every decision is from the Lord. The thing is that I don't know if I'm doing it correctly. I mean, I did some studies, and it's kind of weird that like there's not many things that really go into how they casted the lot. I mean, are you really supposed to do it in the lap? Can you just do it on the ground? If you do it on the ground, does it not work? So, I mean, I'm trying to stick with the verse. So I'm trying to cast it in a lap. So that's why we're gonna we have this thing right here. We're gonna cast it on this thing. And so far, I only kind of know how to do it with the Proverbs. I'm gonna have to figure out how they do it with the other ones. Okay, let's see. So how we do it is we have a D20, and then we have the D12. There's 31 Proverbs, so essentially we can add these up. But I guess that kind of takes out the 1, right? So I don't know how I do it, but I don't know. We're going to just keep doing it. See, that's why I think this is how I'm doing it, is not the way we should probably be doing it, but at least kind of like At least we're trying to get in the Bible, right? At least we're trying to do something with the Bible. So I think that's what matters. Okay, so we're rolling these two. Okay, that's 3. So we're in Proverbs 3. Add these two numbers up. Then we're gonna roll the d20 now. So we're in Proverbs 3. 3-1. Intriguing. Does anybody know what Proverbs 3:1 is? Because I do not know. I'm like, now this is kind of like suspenseful. I don't know what we're gonna get into today. What is Proverbs 3:1 going to say? Okay, we're in the book of Proverbs. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see. This is Proverbs 3:1. My son, do not forget my teaching, but let your heart keep my commandments. I guess we'll just keep reading a little bit more. For length of days and years of life and peace they will add to you. Let not steadfast love and faithfulness forsake you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. So you will find favor and good success in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths. I always forget about that one right there. In all your ways acknowledge him. In all your ways acknowledge God. It's a hard thing to do sometimes, right? Sometimes we get caught up in the ways of the world, and sometimes the ways, actually not sometimes, actually many times of the ways of the world is very against the ways of God, right? Okay, so Proverbs 3:1. We're looking at Proverbs 3:1 commentary. Proverbs. I've actually never looked up this proverb. See, this proverb, it seems like I would just never look it up, right? And I guess that's the thing about casting these things right here. I don't even know if they're lots. I mean, the thing why I'm using those is because some people did say lots were basically just dice. So it's like, oh, I don't know. So that's why I was doing it that way, but I could be doing it wrong, so just take it with a grain of salt. That's probably not even the way you should be doing it, but I'm trying to follow it, like, trying to cast it in the lap, not on the ground, not on a table, or, I'm trying to cast it in the lap. Okay, let's see. Proverbs 3:1 commentary. See, very strange one. I never would have looked up a commentary. It's crazy that there's going to be commentaries written about this stuff, right? Let's see. Let's go to Bible Hub. Let's read the KJV version. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. Okay, so this is McLaren's Expositions commentary, Proverbs 3:1. 2:3:10. I think we read up to 3:10, right? I'm pretty sure we did, so that actually might make sense now. Okay, so let's read this. The first 10 verses of this passage form a series of 5 couplets, which enforce on the young various phases of goodness by their tendency to secure happiness or blessedness of various sorts. The underlying axiom, what does axiom mean? Let me look that word up. I've never seen that word. AXIOM definition. Axiom, a statement or proposition which is regarded as being established, accepted, or self-evidently true. Interesting. Axiom. I've never heard that word in my entire life. That's so strange. Okay, anyway, back to the commentary. Is that in a world ruled by a good being, obedience must lead to well-being. But while that is in the general true, exceptions do occur and good men do encounter evil sometimes. Therefore, the glowing promises of these verses are followed by two verses which deal with the explanation of good men's afflictions as being results and tokens of God's fatherly love. The first couplet is general in character. It includes obedience to precepts of the teacher and gives as reason the assurance that thereby long life and peace will be secured. True to the Old Testament conception of revelation as a law, the teacher sets obedience in the forefront. He is sure that his teaching contains the sufficient guide for conduct, and coincides with the divine will. He calls in the first instance for inward willing acceptance of his commandments, for it is the heart, not primarily the hands, which he desires should keep them. The mother of all graces of conduct is bowing of the will to the divine authority. The will is the man, and where it ceases to lift itself up in self-sacrificing and self-determining rebellion, and dissolves into running waters of submission, these will flow through the life and make it pure. To obey self is sin, to obey God is righteousness. The issues of such obedience are the length of days and peace. Man, this guy used a lot of words. It's so interesting, right? Because a lot of these commentaries, it's actually very interesting. You know, because sometimes the commentaries are just so blunt, right? Just so blunt. And then look at what this guy just wrote. I don't think I would ever be able to write something like if I were to just read that one verse, like, do you think you could write something like that? That was gnarly, man. There's a lot. That was a lot of stuff. That was a lot of text. There's still text. I'm still not even done with it. I'm like, bro, I could never. I mean, I don't even think I would ever be able to write something that long for that. But I give him credit, man. That's a hard thing to do, I think. Anyway, let's continue. Even if we allow for the difference between the Old and the New Testaments, it remains true that a life conformed to God's will tends to longevity, and that many forms of sin do shorten men's days. Passion and indulged appetites eats away the very flesh, and many a man's bones are full of the sin of his youth. The profligates, what does that mean? Profligate, I've never seen that word either. Let me look this up. Profligate definition. Profligate, recklessly extravagant or wasteful in the use of resources. What in the world? I did not think that word. See, it's so weird when you look up a word, because I actually wasn't going to look this word up, because I kind of thought this word was like proliferate, like kind of like, you know, proliferate means to me kind of like increasing, but it's actually strange because this is profligate, profligate, recklessly extravagant or wasteful in the use of resources. So you know what's weird about this word right here? It kind of reminds me of like when I was kind of living in I was living in my car in Long Beach. And what's strange is like some people go, why are there so many homeless people over there? Why are there so many homeless people everywhere, right? Well, you know, the funny thing about it is that when I was living out in Long Beach, I started observing that there's so much waste everywhere. Not only in Long Beach, but everywhere. Just imagine all the things that you throw away, right? All the things that could be recycled. Imagine just all the food that you don't finish and you're just throwing it away, right? Like, this is why some of these homeless people can survive without money and all this stuff, because people throw away so much stuff that people don't even need money to live at times, because and the thing about our society is, because, you know, sometimes like we don't like something, right? So we just throw it away, right? So we're just like, oh, I don't like this. This isn't the right color. This doesn't have the kidney beans or something, whatever type of beans you want in it, and you don't like it and you just throw it away, right? Well, then somebody out there probably might even like that, so you never really know, right? And it's kind of strange. It's kind of reminds me of that word. Anyway, that was my interjection of that. Okay, let's continue with this commentary. The profligate has usually a short life, whether he succeeds in making it merry or not. Peace is a wide word, including all well-being. Ease-loving, especially when living in warlike times, naturally use the phrase as a shorthand expression for all good. Busy westerns, torn by the distractions and rapid movement of modern life, echo the sigh for repose which breathes in the word, there is no joy but calm, and the sure way to deepest peace is to give up self-will and live in obedience. The second couplet deals with our relation to one another and puts forward the two virtues of loving kindness and truth that is truth, or faithfulness as all-inclusive. They are the two which are often jointly ascribed to God, especially in the Psalms. Our attitude to one another should be modeled in God's to us all. The tiniest crystal has the same facets and angles as the largest. The giant hexagonal pillars of basalt, like our Scottish Stephara, are identical in form with the microscopic crystals in the same substance. God is our pattern, goodness, and is likeness to him. Man, this dude is gnarly. He's like writing all sorts of stuff that I'm kind of confused. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, let's. How long is this one? Let's see here. Holy Toledo! What in the world, bro? This one's pretty long. Oh my god! Should I finish? Hey, let's just finish it out. I guess I'm already this far in. Okay, these graces are to be bound about the neck, perhaps as an ornament, but more probably as a yoke by which the harnessed ox draws its burden. If we have them, they will fit us to bear one another's burdens, and will lead to all human duties to our fellows. Okay, so he actually brings up, he didn't actually interlude the verse in here. He just says, they will fit us to bear one another's burdens. What is that? So there's actually, that reminds me of a verse. Bear one another's burdens. And it's like, bear one another's burdens, so fulfilling the law of Christ, or something like that. It's Galatians 6, 2 through 5. Bear ye one another's burdens, so fulfill the law of Christ. So we are to somehow help each other's burdens out, right? And sometimes it's a hard thing to do. Especially when we have a society that's dividing everybody up, right? Something like that, I don't know. Okay, let's see, where are we at? These graces are also to be written on the table of the heart. That is, are to be objects of habitual meditation with aspiration. If so, they will come to sight in life. He who practices them will find favor with God and man. For God looks with complacency on those who display the right attitude to men, and men for the most part treat us as we treat them. There are surely natures which are not won by kindness, like black tarns among the hills, that are gloomy even in sunshine, and requite evil for good, but the most of men reflect our feelings to them. Good understanding is another result. It is found when it is attributed to us, so that the expression substantially means that the possessors of these graces will win the reputation of being really wise, not only in the fallible judgment of men, but before the pure eyes of the all-seeing God. Really wise policy coincides with loving kindness and truth. I wonder that it says all-seeing God. Okay, let's see here. The remaining couplets refer to our relations to God. The New Testament is significantly anticipated in the preeminence given to trust. That is, faith, nor less significant and profound is the association of self-distrust with trust in the Lord. Man, that was confusing to read. This commentary, I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like I'm just reading all these words, and I'm really not. I'm gonna be completely honest. I kind of feel like it's a little hard for me to understand what this guy's really. He's like using a lot of words for these very blunt things, and it's like cool. I mean, it is cool because it made me think, but I feel like a lot of these words is kind of just like, it's not like relaying in my mind. I'm just kind of like reading it. I don't know. Does anybody else feel that way? I mean, that's how I feel. We're gonna continue. I give credit. I could not write something like this, for these verses, but it was awesome to read, huh? Okay, let's see here. The two things are inseparable. They are but the under and upper sides of one thing, or like the two growths that come from a seed, one striking downwards becomes the roots. What in the world was that? That sentence is so weird. I don't know, man. Okay, let's continue. One pierce. Okay, so he's talking about a seed, and it's like, right? So it's like the roots, and then the other one goes up, right? Okay. One piercing upwards becomes the stalk. The double attitude of trust and distrust finds expression in acknowledging him in all our ways. That is, ordering our conduct under a constant consciousness of his presence, in accordance with his will, and in dependence on his help. Such a relation to God will certainly, and with no exceptions, issue in his directing our paths. Okay, yeah, so that's the other thing. Okay, so he is going to direct our paths, right? If we delight in his will, God is going to direct us. By which is meant that he will be not only our guide, but also our road maker, showing us the way and clearing obstacles from it. Calm certitude follows on willingness to accept God's will, and whoever seeks only to go where God sends him will neither be left doubtful whither he should go, nor find his road blocked. The fourth couplet is in the first part, in the inverted parallelism with the third. For it begins with self-distrust and proceeds thence to fear of the Lord, which corresponds to and is in fact but one phase of trust in him. It is the reverent awe which has no torment and is then purest when faith is strongest. It necessarily leads to departing from evil. Morality has its roots in religion. There is no such magnet that draw men from sin as the happy fear of God, which is likewise faith. Whoever separates devoutness from purity of life, this teacher he knows nothing of religion which permits association with iniquity. Such conduct will tend to physical well-being and in a deeper sense will secure soundness of life. Godlessness is the true sickness. He only is healthy who has a healthy. He only is healthy who has a healthy. What does that mean? Because healed soul. I think they typoed that out. He only is healthy who has a healthy. What is that? That's literally. I think they had a typo in there. Okay, let's see here. The fifth couplet appears as first as being a drop to a lower region, a regulation of the Mosaic law may strike some as out of place here, but it is to be remembered that our modern distinction of ceremonial and moral law was non-existent for Israel, and that the command was a wider application than to Jewish ties to honor God with our substance. It is not necessarily to give it away for religious purposes, but to use it devotedly and as he approves. Okay, this is the last paragraph. We are basically done. Christianity has more to say about the distribution as well as the acquisition of wealth than professing Christians, especially in commercial communities, practically recognize. This precept grips us tight and is more than a ceremonial regulation. Many causes besides the devout use of property tend to wealth in our highly artificial state of society. The world tries to get it by shrewdness, unscrupulousness, and by many other vices which are elevated to the rank of virtues. But he who honors the Lord in getting and spending will generally have as much as his true needs and regulated desires require. Man, that was confusing. I feel that commentary was very confusing for me. I mean, if there's one thing, I guess what was cool is when he brought up the seeds, like, two sides. That's kind of cool. That's kind of what I remember. Isn't that sad that I just read? See, that's the thing. Okay, so I just read that entire commentary, and I'm going to be totally honest. Like, I feel like a lot of those words, I'm not going to remember, So it's like, is that bad? Do you just keep rereading it or something? Because I don't know. That one, just how it was written, it kind of felt like I don't even really know what he was talking about. I don't know, but maybe that's just me, but. Okay, we'll read one more, just because that one was kind of confusing. We're going to read Benson commentary. I know it seems a little long, okay? I just read a very confusing one. We're going to read the Benson commentary. Okay, Proverbs 3, 1 through 4. My son, forget not my law, my doctrine or counsel, but let thy heart keep, and be diligent meditation and hearty affection. For length of days God will add these blessings which he hath promised to the obedience. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. That mercy and truth, which are man's duty, mercy, denounce all benignity. Benignity. I don't know what that word. I'm not gonna look it up. Okay, let's charity and readiness to do good to others. Truth or faithfulness respects all those duties which we owe to God or man, on the principles of justice, and which we are laid under special obligations by the rule of it. Bind them around thy neck like a chain, wherewith persons were wont adorn their necks. Write them upon the table in thy mind and heart, in which all God's commands are to be received and engraven. Thou shalt find favor, that is, obtain acceptance and good understanding, whereby to know thy duty and to discern between good and evil, in the sight of God and man. Grace or favor with God, that understanding which is good in his sight, that is, which is really and truly good, and which will be acknowledged as such by all truly wise and good men. Boom, that was that commentary. See, it's so interesting, right? So that was the Benson commentary. I feel like every time I read the Benson commentaries, I kind of understand those ones. They're way more simpler. But this one that we just read, man, that one was gnarly. Which one was this? This was Gill's exposition, right? Oh, this was McLaren's exposition. I'm wondering if it was just written in like a different time period or something, but kind of interesting. Oops. Man, my phone's been kind of messing up on me lately. Like last time I was streaming, my phone just like turned off. I think it was because I was like changing the position of the camera and it like messed up on me or something. Anyway, we're gonna do, I guess that was the Bible study, right? Let's just kind of go over it again. 3:1. Just every time I remember 3:1, it just I remember not necessarily that first verse, but this one right here. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths. Right? In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths. It reminds me of Psalms 37:8, right? I mean, I think it's 37:8. Or maybe, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 37:8. Let's read 37:8. Or wait, no. It's 37:23. The steps of a man are established by the Lord when he delights in his way. See, that's a combo right there. And then there's also like, trust in the Lord and do good, dwell in the land, and befriend faithfulness. Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord, trust in him, and he will act, right? So when we delight ourselves in the Lord and we get deeper into God's will, right, our heart is going to be closer to what God wants, right? Because I think some people I've heard some sermons on this verse, and they say, because a lot of people go, well, delight yourself in the Lord, he will give you the desires of your heart, right? And some people go, oh, well, he's going to give me all these things, right? He's going to give me, all these but the thing is that it's kind of like devotion, right? The more devotion we have to God's will, ultimately he's going to know what we want before we even need it and stuff. So he's like laying out the paths. And this is the strange thing, is I was just kind of thinking about this. Sometimes I think of the Lord Jesus Christ as he's like some sort of like, maybe I shouldn't be using these words, but some sort of like time mancer or something, or some sort of like what is it called? We looked it up on one of the Bible studies, like chronomancer or something like that. Like he like can go into the future and stuff like that, because I mean, I don't know. Take that with a huge grain of salt. I really don't know, but if we think about this, the steps of a man are established by the Lord when he delights his way, right? So sometimes I'm wondering, like, do you think God goes before us in the future to lay out our paths? Do you think? Because I always hear that pastors say, the Lord makes ways where there are no ways, and he is like a way maker and stuff like this. So do you think that he can go into the future, and he goes in the future to lay out the paths for his believers, right? I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if he can go through into the time. I don't know if he can control time. It's actually very interesting, right? But I guess there is something about like time, and in a scriptural sense, I think there's something about like 1,000 years is like one day to the Lord or something like that, right? Is that? Let me look that up. I don't even think that's in the Bible. Or is it? I don't know. I heard that somewhere. 1,000 days is like one day to the Lord. Like one day. Is that something in the Bible? I don't think it is. Oh wait, no, it is in the Bible. Oh wait, no, let's see here. No wait, 2 Peter 3:8. Is that's actually in the Bible? That's so strange. Okay, let's see. 2 Peter 3:8. I think it is. That's what it brought. Let me look it up actually. Oh wow, it is in the Bible. Okay, so, but beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. Let's read the ESV. But do not overlook this one fact, beloved, that with the Lord one day is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. Holy Toledo! I thought it was 1,000 days. Did I say 1,000 days or 1,000 years? I think I said 1,000 days. 1,000 years. So 1,000 years is as one day. I don't know. It's pretty interesting, right? Is he a time mancer? Is he a chronomancer? I think chronomancer is a controller of time, right? Look that up. Chronomancer. Definition. Oh no! Wait, no. This isn't. What about time mancer? Some sort of controlling of time. I don't know what class that'd be actually, but I mean, I think it'd just be a time mancer, right? But nothing's coming up for it, so. Okay, it is chrono. Okay, so the term chronomancy stemming from the Greek word chronos, meaning time, and the word is also used in fiction, supernatural manipulation of time. Take all that with a very big grain of salt, though. You're right. I'm just kind of curious. Just curious, right? Let's actually look it up. Let's look it up. Does the Lord the Lord, I guess, controls everything, right? But is the Lord, can the Lord go into the future? What would that word be? Does the Lord time travel? Okay, so this is what Got Question says. Okay, this is very interesting. Does the Bible say anything about possibility of time travel? Okay, so this is the thing, is I'm not specifically saying that we can time travel, because I know we probably can't ever. But the thing is, I'm talking about can the Lord, does he have that ability, right? I'm not saying that. Let me kind of overview this. Let's just read this one, okay? The Bible does not directly address the idea of time travel, at least not the type of time travel commonly featured in science fiction. Scripture indicates that each person has an appointed time of death, Hebrew 9:27, and that his days are known by God before they happen, Jeremiah 1:5 and Acts 17:26. Scripture speaks often of events occurring according to God's timetable. See, this is the thing that I was talking about, right? Genesis 21:1, John 7:8, 1 Timothy 2:6, which runs counter to the idea of people changing historical events through time travel. However, the Bible also indicates that God is independent of time. While this might not be a literal type of time travel, it would be fair to say that God does not experience time in the same narrow way that human beings do. See, that was the big one, right? I guess that's what I'm kind of alluding to. 2 Timothy 1:9, Genesis 1:1, 2 Peter 3:8. There are also instances in the Bible where men are granted visions of the future. I forgot. Yeah, I guess that is just what prophecy. Revelations 1:9 through 11, Daniel 7:13 through 14. One could argue that John, for example, in the book of Revelation, had an opportunity to time travel in the future in order to observe the events of the apocalypse. That's strange. That's what Got Questions said. That's so funny, huh? I actually never thought about that. That's actually very weird. Thinking about like the prophets, right? Because I'm thinking about God itself, the Lord of Lords, the God, the Lord, right? In his entirety of how he is pictured in time. Because I think of that, as if he's establishing our steps, right? Well, how can somebody establish our steps if, I don't know, it's like weird, huh? Does that mean, I don't know. I'm getting myself confused here anyway. Let's continue with this commentary. This one's weird. Scripturally, we can't really say whether time travel is possible or impossible. Theologically, we have reasons to believe that whether happens is under God's control, meaning possible time travel by humanity wouldn't change or interfere with those plans. Since God exists independently of time, human time travel wouldn't change our relationship to God in any more than our learning to fly, split the atom, or travel in space. In a sense, we are all time travelers in that we all travel through time, 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 second at a time. No one goes any more quickly or slowly than that. We have one trip through life. There are no do-overs, and that's a good reason we should pray. We should pray with Moses. Teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom. Psalms 90:12. See, he didn't go into the thing. Does God? I'm surprised that he didn't go into that, right? Because so many pastors say, God makes a way where there's no way. God is the one creating the paths for us and stuff like that, and he's establishing our steps. And he didn't really go into that, right? Anyway, I guess that was the Bible study today. Didn't think we were going to cover that today. I don't know how we went into... How did we go into Proverbs 3 into time travel? Oh, wait, no, I think it's because... something about establishing our steps, right? I think that's why we went into it. I'll check this coffee. Yeah, it is kind of weird that Got Questions kind of went into the whole thing about the prophets, right? It'd be so weird. It's just so strange. Imagine you knowing somebody, right, that literally saw something of the future, right? Or God put it in them to gain that sort of knowledge of the future, right? Which is actually very, very strange, right? Because now just because we're on this topic, right, I'm just going to keep going into it because I know, it's very interesting, and for me anyway, how the fourth angel poured his bowl on the sun and it was allowed to scorch people with fire. Revelation 16:8, right? And that almost coincides with maybe potential global temperature changes and phenomena that may be occurring or might start occurring or maybe already is occurring. And then how in Revelation 6, 5 through 6, when he opened the third seal, I heard the third living creature say, "Come." And I looked, and behold, a black horse, and its rider had a pair of scales in his hand. And I heard what seemed to be in the midst of the 4 living creatures saying, "A quart of wheat for a denarius, and 3 quarts of barley for a denarius, and do not harm the oil and the wine." But I think what's really weird, right, is that the 4 living creatures, this is so weird, because it seems like I cannot find a sermon on any of this stuff. It's just strange, right? But I think the weirdest thing, so the weirdest thing about Revelation 6, 5 through 6, or just Revelation 6 in general, right? It's about the 4 horsemen, right? The 4 horsemen. What's weird is we did a Bible study on this, right? And it's the 4 living creatures, right? The 4 living creatures are mentioned in Ezekiel, right? And supposedly the 4 living creatures are the closest thing to God's throne. If that does not already trip you out, then the 4 living creatures are the closest thing to God's throne. Imagine that. The closest thing to God's throne. They are literally telling humanity from God's will. And I heard what seemed to be a voice in the midst of the 4 creatures saying, "A quart of wheat for a denarius, 3 quarts of barley for a denarius, and do not harm the oil and the wine." So literally we have the 4 living creatures closest to God's throne. We have to think about that, right? Literally telling us, the viewer or the reader, anybody that has read this, do not harm the oil and the wine, right? It's just so bizarre to me. I mean, I don't know. It's just strange. And then it's weird because then 10 chapters later, what happens 10 chapters later? Okay, so 10 chapters later, supposedly, we're supposed to get scorched with the sun, right? The 4th angel poured his bowl on the sun, and it was allowed to scorch people with fire, right? Now, if you look up Revelation 16:8 commentary, you can look it up. It's the first one. It's called Bible Ref. It goes into saying stuff about, like, something about the ozone layer, about we use an oil or something like that, and it destroys the ozone layer, and it's just strange, right? So it's like, it would just be so weird. I mean, in some cases, like, I guess, like, the thing about the whole, maybe if, global temperature shifts and stuff, it all starts changing. I mean, essentially, the Bible says it's going to occur. Supposedly, the sun's going to scorch people with fire, so you take that as you will. Maybe it's just a play on words or something, but, yeah, you could just take that as you will, but it's almost like the 4 living creatures just, like, pre-warned us, but nobody really wanted to listen. Or maybe not nobody wanted to listen, but, maybe we didn't read between the lines or something like that. And I just take those, I take those words very, very, I look at it so differently now because of just if you just do a study on the 4 living creatures, man, the 4 living creatures are the ones closest to God's throne. So it's like, don't you think they would have some sort of eminence on their words that they're saying, right? Or maybe people just don't want to believe it or something, I don't know. But maybe they just pre-warned us or something, but who knows. Maybe that was the whole thing. Maybe they pre-warned us that this was going to occur, global warming, all this stuff. Nobody really wanted to listen. And then the other thing's going to happen now. The sun's going to scorch us with fire. So take that with a big grain of salt, though. I might be wrong, but I don't know. You can read it for yourself. Revelation 6, 5 through 6, and then Revelation 16:8. They kind of combo together, I think. I don't know if it's actually a combo, but to me, I think they combo together. But. And what's weird about the 4 living creatures is we did a study on them, and they said something about the wheels, right? Not these wheels in particular. Well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe all sorts of wheels. I don't know. But they said the spirit of the 4 living creatures dwells within the wheels. And then you take that as how you want to take it, but I find that interesting too. Okay, let's do a card reading now. Let's kind of tone it down a bit. Man, these Bible studies always end up I don't even care. See, at the point, I know I turn so many people off just by doing these Bible studies, but I'm not gonna lie. Every time I do them, it's I always there's always something Even if it's just one little thing that I thought about. It's like there's always something that like is mysterious to me, right? And just kind of keeps me wanting to keep doing it, right? Hopefully it plants some sort of seed, right? I mean, I guess that's the thing, is that we are called to do this kind of stuff, right? Like the Lord Jesus Christ literally goes out to say, like, we're supposed to like proclaim the gospel to all the creatures or something like that. So I don't know. I guess I can attempt it, right? Guess it's some sort of attempt, right? Anyway, first card of the day. Steward of Valoron. That's cool. Ooh, second card. New Benalia. Third card. Blessing. Man, I got sliced. Freaking on my shin. Look at this. I was literally wearing my shin guards too. I was at the skate park. I think my peg or something, like, it freaking went under my shin guard and sliced me still. It was weird. Okay. Ooh, we got this card too. Rafiq of the Many. I like the line in the background on this card. Oh, you know what's also really weird? These two cards are kind of correlated. I know they don't say they're correlated at all, but if you look at the designs on both of these cards, look at how you see the scabbards that they're both holding. They're both like dual wielding these like dagger things, like on their belt, and they both have like that sword. Look, both of them have that sword right here. It doesn't really have that long hilt thing. It's like that, and then they both are rocking the two like dual wield dagger things right there. Very, very strange, right? Like, that's what I always thought was weird when I looked at both of these cards. Both of the art on this cards, like, they're kind of like correlated within their designs. It's actually the first time I've drawn both of these knights. It's actually pretty crazy. Ooh, we're actually going to be able to play some of these too today. I'm pretty stoked. Okay, we got a Plains. We got Curse Break. Curse Break. 7. Ooh, we got another Plains. Definitely going to be able to hopefully play something out today. Last card. Brilliant Halo. Oh, wow. You know, I was just about to go and talk about that. You know, okay, so here's the weird thing, right? Because you know how we just went into the study of, well, not the study, but the overview of, like, the spirit of the four living creatures? Sometimes I wonder if that's what the halo is. The representation of the halo and how it's a circle. Sometimes I wonder if the halo is a representation of the four living creatures and how the four living creatures, the spirit of the four living creatures was in the wheels, right? That's what I think sometimes, though. I don't really know. Okay, let's play this out. Oops. Okay, let's do this. So this is our hand. Cards. I'm going to put out New Benalia. This one allows me to scry one. Manager's tap. Get to scry this one. Not showing on here. Not really. Scry one. Hero Blade holds. Let's put that at the bottom. I need a green mana. Okay, let's draw a card. Sorotami Seer. Put on that one. I guess we'll put out Curse Break. Got blue mana. The Island. Can't play anything. Still. Draw a card. We got Silver Knight. Sweet. Man, we got a lot of knights today. That was weird because the last draw I did the other day got a lot of angels. Knights. Hammer out your doubts as you forge your weapon. To slay a dragon, your resolve must be stronger than your steel. We'll play that guy. Silver Knight. Draw a card. Ooh, this is what I needed. But it comes in tapped. Enters the battlefield tapped. Let's put we'll put Blessing on. Actually, wait. We'll just leave it like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just draw it. Boom. Okay. Staff of the Wild Magus. Does anybody remember? There's a reason why I put this card in here. There's something in the Bible that says something about a staff budding, and I'm not going to reveal the name of the person that had the staff that budded, but if you're out there, that'll be a question for you to answer. Okay, so 3. Okay, so this comes untapped. And you know, let's put out a Soratami Seer. 5, that's 5 mana. We're going to play this guy. Soratami Seer. Draw a card. Ooh, we got a forest. Forest! Dun 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 dun. Got a forest. You know what? Let's kind of like have it almost like a storyline aspect. So let's actually put out Steward of Valoron. Steward of Valoron. That's 2 mana right there. Staff of the Wild Magus. That would be kind of like another kind of like thing. Staff of the Wild Magus, Steward of Valoron. Those kind of make sense, right? Because it's kind of like a nature knight, and then we got this one. Okay, so we got that. Let's draw a card. Sarah's Litigary. Let's put out Rafik of the Many. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. We got 2 mana left. Actually, wait. Okay, so we need this, and this. I'm going to put out Rafik of the Many. We're going to do Blessing, or actually we're going to do Brilliant Halo on Rafik of the Many from that 2 mana. Let's draw a card. Elvish Visionary. From a tiny sprout, the greatest trees grow and flourish. May the seeds of your mind be equally fruitful. Okay, let's see here. Let's put Blessing on Steward of Valoron. We'll do Elvish Visionary under Staff of the Wild Magus. I mean, that's not the way you should be doing it, but it's like the thing is that... Oh, wait. I get to draw a card, actually, from that one. Ooh, we got Sephiroth Skyblade. Okay. So let's start it. Draw this card. Man, we just drew 2 angels. That's so gnarly. Dude, those angels look gnarly, bro. What in the world? It's gnarly. Nope, let's play them, I guess. Okay, let's see here. 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't play that one. I can play this one, though. We'll put Aegis Angel out. Aegis Angel. We'll make Rafik indestructible. Draw a card. Personal Sanctuary. Paladin. Very Paladin heavy today, actually. A lot of knights. Kind of going like nature knight Paladin, right? Nice and orderly. Then put Sarah's Litigary out. Actually, no, I didn't. I just put out that one. Tranquil Garden. This is actually the next card I needed. Tranquil Garden into Sephira Skyblade. And I guess that will be the hand for today. Got Silver Knight, Personal Sanctuary, Rafik of the Many, Brilliant Halo, Steward of Valoron, Blessing, Staff of the Wild Magus, Elvish Visionary, Aegis Angel, Sortami Seer, Sephira Sky's Blade, and Curse Break. A lot of Nature Knights. Lots of Nature Knights today. Staff of the Wild Magus, huh? Interesting. See, the thing is, all these cards aren't really that good. There were some of them that were, I think some people would maybe use, but I'm not really playing to win, right? Like, I'm not like fighting anybody personally within the cards, right? Because that's how most of these people play the game, right? You're battling somebody out, right? But we're just kind of just drawing it out and seeing what plays out, right? Okay, put this ice water bottle on here. Lately, my streams have been a little shorter. I've been going to the skate park a lot more. The weather has been getting a little cooler out. So I've been going to the skate park more. What am I doing here now? Let's finish this coffee. Oh, I didn't even see if this stream was working today. Man, that was almost an hour right there. Copyright-free music. Man, that's actually been the hard thing lately. It's just to find copyright-free music, man. That's like I kind of like to listen to, right? So I've just been kind of like trying to find like. It's hard to find copyright-free music. All the songs that I generally tend to listen to, they just, well, actually not at this point, but before I got into copyright-free music, like every one of those songs, man, is like copyrighted, dude. It's crazy. Now, let's see some of these stretches. Hopefully this is. I don't even know. Never even listened to the soundtrack, but hopefully it's cool. try and learn right now. It's crazy. I've been like riding at the skate park. It's just so weird, like going from the skate park and then riding in here. It's bizarre. But there's so many things I can learn in here still, right? Like that's the crazy thing, right? Like, there's so many things. Like it's not like I can not learn something in here. There's so much stuff I have to learn. I mean there's like double decades. I've been wanting to learn double decades. I can't do them. Double decades. We have the backyard no-hander. Oh yeah, we have the what's it called? Crack packer. I think it might be called a crack packer. There's a ride-in that that one trick I was trying to do on the front wheel. I found that there's this ride-in or this ride-out that I can do. Maybe I can learn. Let's put this scope on. I think we're going to start off by, I'm going to try and do the warm-up with the backyard no-hander. Just because I'm not good at that trick, and I know, like, I think if I just do it every day, and just, you know, try and get it down a little bit every day, it also kind of seems like the sign of the cross, so, like, I kind of want to learn it, so. It's just one of those tricks that's just, like, it's one of those tricks where it just seems so impossible, you just want to give up on it. So that's why I'm just going to start doing it as a warm-up. I need to sweep up. It's kind of dusty in here. Backyard no-hander. I need to raise my seat up a little bit, I think. Yep. Oh, and that's messed up right there. I wonder how long it's been messed up like that. It's weird. I need to check the PSI. This is like beach house music or something. Oh, well, what's this? Oh, shnikes, this thing's broken. Backyards. Not good at these. That was almost it right there, dude. That was probably the best attempt I've ever done first tee. I wasn't expecting that. I'm kind of starting to get into it a lot better. Just gotta keep practicing this. I'm gonna master this one day, man. You know what I need to learn? I need to learn how to just drop it down. I think I need to just stop focusing on the no-hander and I need to learn how to land it. Because I think that's actually the problem. I think I'm trying to do the no-hander and there's barely any room to do it in here. I need to just learn how to do the backyard, drop it down, and just try and learn how to land that. that. I need to start landing. I'm trying to just do that. I need to start landing that before I think I move up. I think I've been like trying to just do the no-hander too quick. I need to learn just how to do a backyard and land it. I always like to start panicking right when I drop it down, because like the thing is I'm doing it with a cassette, so like my pedals are always in a different place, right? And the thing is I have to like, I think it'd be way easier with a free coaster, but I don't like the free coaster. I use pedal pressure too much for a free coaster. Strange playlist. It's like house techno music or something. Tropical house techno music. Trig is hard. Like I was just getting into it. What am I doing wrong? That's the problem, is there's just so many little things that's in this trick. I don't even know what I'm doing wrong. It's like I think I'm messing up the scuff. See, why do I keep like, I don't know, it's like I feel like I can't land it. Oh, it's weird. Well, let's try the crack packer thing. Crack packer practice. Okay, so there's a way you can land it like this. I think you go I think it's a crack packer. I don't know what this is actually. And then you go like that. And then I think you either go like, oh my god. How do they do that? They like put their leg over. I think they go this one. That's weird. I'm going to do fire hydrant decade practice. front wheel's loose. I don't know how to tighten it. My decades are really bad right now. I need to get back in the game. This is so fun. There we go. Should be a better angle. Right? Hopefully. Oh, someone said something. Oh man, not cool here. That's not cool. Hope you're doing good, Frank. Sorry I didn't see the chat. I keep putting my foot in the wrong area. Two of them almost landed. I should be able to do this trick first try. Darn it. I think I ovalized these bearings. Almost landed it. Double foot jump whip. I'll do a bar spin for you. Bar spin to bar spin back. Thanks, dude. Thanks, man. Ooh, hang 5 whip. Which type of whip do you want? You want a whiplash? Let's see how I do it. I haven't done a hang 5 today. There we go. I don't even know what to do right now. I'm gonna practice whiplashes. Thanks, dude. You know, I see you like to ride, right? You already been calling out some of these tricks. I can't really hang 5 to whiplash, though. I'm not very good at it. What am I doing? Listen up. You know what? I need to start practicing it like this, like Dave Smith, where there's. That's how he used to practice it. Oh, that's the pitch. What am I doing here? I need to like make some more grip on here. I need to practice how to hang 5 and go straight from that thing actually. That's kind of like a line. I guess we'll stream mark that one. I've never done that one before. Okay, how do I go to the stream manager? Darn it. Man, how do you go to the stream manager? Huh. Dude, they like changed it. How do you go to the stream manager? Edit profile? No, that's not it. Come on. My channel. Dude. They like changed the stream manager. How do you go to the stream manager? Okay, here we go. I'm gonna add this clip. Add stream marker. Get some water. I shouldn't have put this thing up. I need to fill some water up and then put some water back. Right back. Alrighty, we back. We back. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Holy Toledo! Holy macaroni! What we doing? I need to like focus on what I want to learn. What do I want to learn? Like, I feel like I'm just kind of just doing the same. Goodness. What am I doing? What am I doing here? I don't even remember. But yeah, we're trying to figure out what I need, what I want to, what I should be trying to learn, right? Because I've kind of given up on a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, we could be doing the upside down tail whip thing. I kind of been giving up on that, huh? I need to make an upside down tail whip seat. I think this is going to be the upside down tail whip seat that I'm just going to destroy. Maybe. There's that seat. I guess we could retire the seat since I'm in this other seat, right? I guess this will be just the seat for if this one just messes up, and I'll just use this seat post on there. Or actually, maybe I should use a different one. There's actually something I need to put on there, huh? Where is it? see if I can find that. All the work. Didn't I have? Oh yeah, here's the other one that I actually needed. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can fix this. Okay, so we're going to cut these two down. Modify these. did. Oh, no, I didn't. Perfect. It's gonna work. Yep. Let's do some upside down toes. Dude, I got that seat to work. I'm stoked. I thought that seat wasn't going to be able to really work, but it does. It does. It works. to film this on my phone, just in case I land it. Try and do the fire hydrant to it. See if I can get into it. Ah, darn. That was almost it right there. I need to get better at that. Oh, almost did it. Fudge. Or wait, I have something sharp on it. That doesn't matter. Oh my goodness, I almost did it right there. Ah, it's pretty hard. Okay, so fire hydrant, this is what we're trying. Fire hydrant, track stand. Okay, so fire hydrant, track stand, stick B, no hander, upside, or stick B, no hander, gyrator to upside down tail whip to, no, it's okay, so fire hydrant, track stand, fire hydrant, track stand, stick B, no hander, dump truck, upside down tail whip, to dump truck, stick B, no hander, land. I think I'm going to start going this way. I'm gonna do it right there. Fudge. This is why I give up on this one. It's just so hard to get into. Come on. Fudge. Man, this combo is challenging. Fudge, I broke the seat. Darn it. This trick just destroys seats, man. I wonder if it's still gonna work. No, it's not. Darn it. Dang, bro. Another seat's just gone, bro. This is just a gnarly seat breaker. That sucks. I mean, at this point, I'm just going to use any seat I can until it just works. Trick just destroys seats. This is why nobody does it, because it just ruins your parts, man. Kinda, in some degree. Ay, 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 ay. What am I gonna do? I think I gotta use this seat. I gotta like somehow take all the staples out. The destroyer of seats. Well, that one barely would. That was like a brand new seat too. That sucks. Let's see if this one will hold up to the abuse. What? Let's see if this seat works. I think it might. Throw all this stuff away. I'll be right back. Okay, let's fix this darn seat. Why do I go through so many seats? Light G1. Trying to do this upside down tail up and I break so many of these darn seats, man. It's okay. This one off, I guess. Get it out. Just like the rest of them. They're gonna have to make some sort of seat where I could freaking tail whip on this thing, cause like these things always break off. Like, I might be able to fix this one, but I don't know if I can. How do we put that thing back on here? I might be able to fix it somehow, but right now I can't fix it. Okay. Let's move on to this seat. We already destroyed the other one, so. Come on, baby. Let's see if this one works. Should. Okay, let's see how long this one lasts. We are back. Trying to get this line. I gotta let this freaking gas heal up a little bit so I'm not gonna air out. I get affected like this. Okay. Fire hydrant, track stand, stick beat, no hander, dump truck, upside down tail up. Let's go. Sorry for my boring streams. Keep grinding on this thing though. Right. We back. Yeah. Action. Yeah. That'll work. For some reason I'm terrible at that switch off right there. Maybe I should just land the first one. No, let's maybe just try and land it first. Actually, no, let's just do it this way. Because I need to just start learning it this way, either way. So. I don't understand why it's so weird to get into it like that. I think it's because I just don't have that much momentum. Maybe I have to do like a higher endo when I'm in the track stand. I think that's what I gotta do. I gotta get into a higher endo. I think my momentum's like, I don't have that momentum to get into the stick beat. Oh my goodness, bro. This is gnarly. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, it shouldn't be this hard to get into it. I feel like something's loose on the bike. That's set loose? No? Is it? Okay, let's try not to give up. Now I remember why I stopped doing this trick. It was just hard to get into. See, I know it's doable because I can get into it, right? But just like I don't have it consistently. I think I'm just doing a higher endo. I want to do like the tail up in the front. Here, let me just try one, just normal one without the tail up in the front. I want to do the tail up in the front because it kind of like balances the upside down tail up, right? Just that darn riding from the fire hydrant, so inconsistent. I guess I should just practice that, right? Gosh. Gosh, what is wrong with my bike? One thing messes up on bike and then another thing messes up on bike. It's ridiculous. Why can't my bike just be solid? Right here. Fire hydrant. Okay. fire hydrant, track stand, stick beat, no hander, dump truck, upside down tail whip, dump truck, stick beat, no hander, land. It's just so weird. Man, how do people get good at this ride-in? It's just so awkward. Oh, I messed it up. That was almost it right there, though. Brutal. Brutality, brothers. This one's just hard, man. Let's just try it without the fire hydrant, right? I think the fire hydrant's kind of like psyching me out. Messed up that part. I forgot there's two hard things in this trick. It's getting into it. Okay, so there's three. So the fire hydrant to the stick beat's hard. And then getting into the upside down tail is hard. And then getting out of the upside down tail is weird. 15 minutes. Gotta eat. Let's see how close we're at. Man, why are these things so hard to land? Why can't I do it first try? Man, these ones just do not come easy, huh? That's the thing about flatland. It's just like, bro, it's freaking hard. Oh, if it was easy, I would land. I would land it first tee if I could, man. But man, I guess I'm just not good at it, man. It's challenging. Ooh, about time to go to the skate park. Let's see here. What? Okay, we got maybe 20 minutes. Oh, darn it. Put that on the charger. I guess. Alright, we're done trying to practice this ridiculous upside down tail trick that destroys bike parts. Put on our other seat. It is fun though, but it's frustrating. Bent the seat post too. It's ridiculous. Look at that seat post. I freaking bent it. It's crazy. Okay, let's do like a pickup bar, like foot jam toe up thing. I don't know what I just wanted to try. We need some music. So I'm kind of like not doing it right. Oh, that was almost it right there. Ah. Come on. Come on, man, start. That was kind of cool. Oh, that was almost it. Oh, it was so close. Goodness gracious. That was it right there, bro. Oh. Gosh, that was so close right there. Yeah, at least. Yeah. That's the one wheel. Oh no. I can't. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's almost about time to go to the skate park. Yeah, it's about time to go to the skate park. Did I even land anything today? I don't even think I landed anything. I think I landed one thing today. Ah, it's brutal. I wonder if this is how other flat riders are ride. Do they not really land that much stuff? Or I don't know, man. I feel like I'm on a gnarly plateau. Like, some days I can just land a bunch of stuff, but today just is not like that. Adam Ondra, gnarly rock climber. Interesting. He's wearing like armor on his thighs. Oh, that gives me an idea. Huh. Gosh. Fudge. Terrible at this. Hey, sorry, man. Sorry, dude. I don't speak whatever language you're writing. I apologize. I can't understand you. Can you put it in the translate thing? I don't understand what you're typing. Is that Spanish? Whoa! Okay, Spanish. I only know a little Spanish, I'm sorry. Trying to get better at the one wheel. This is kind of hard. It's weird. People make it look easy, but it's actually kind of hard, I think. I have a normal bike right here. Ah, so close. Oh, thanks, dude. I know. I'm trying to get better at the one wheel because I want to learn cliffhangers. Ah. I'm not afraid to fall. Well, I guess I don't know, you don't really fall. I mean, unless it's a very obscure trick you fall on, but you really don't mess up especially since I'm riding flatland, because I'm not airing out really, really high, right? I'm not going 20 feet up in the air. Generally, I just mess up my legs. And that's basically all I get hurt on. That's why I wear this armor on my legs. I don't really get hurt up here that much. It's pretty rare. Fudge. I think I'm out of here though. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go to the skate park. Unfortunately, I can't bring the stream to the skate park, so. But yeah, my streams have been a little shorter lately because I've been going to the skate park, so. I'm gonna get ready to go to the skate park, but I'm not gonna stop streaming. I'm gonna keep streaming. So the streams are just gonna be a little bit shorter. Because I'm just going to go to the skate park. But anyway, this is the end of the stream. We'll close the stream off with a Bible verse. Let no one despise you for your youth, but set the believers an example in speech, in conduct, in love and faith and purity. 1 Timothy 4:12. That's a good verse. Anyway, man. Farewell, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Today was a little grueling. I think I only landed one thing all day today. How brutal is that, dude? Oh well, that's just how it is at times, huh? Flatland's hard. I don't know if it's just me, but Flatland's freaking hard, man. Peace out.